Herobrine has been in the Minecraft community from 15 years, and till today, no one knows the true story of this entity's origin. How did something like Herobrine came into existence and became so popular? If you want the answer to this question, sit back, as today we are diving deep into the story of Herobrine's origin. Before starting, I want to briefly tell that this video is not about any fake encounter or any absurd theory. It's pure truth. So, now let's begin. At the first glance, it seems that Herobrine is just an imaginary character with immense popularity for no good reason. But after digging deep into this, I can tell you one thing. It's not that simple. And why am I saying this is what you will see later in this video. So let's go 15 years back, when a post gets live on 4chan in August 2010. The post said,
"Hey guys, I'm not really sure where else to put this. I was playing in a new world on Alpha today, spawned near a sandy beach, just collecting wood like normal. After a few minutes, I saw something move through the fog at the far end of the trees. At first I thought it was another player, even though I'm in single player. The figure looked just like the default player model, but the eyes were completely white. No pupils, just blank. He just stood there, staring at me through the fog. When I tried to get closer, he turned and walked into the trees. I followed him, but he was gone. Has anyone else seen something like this?"
The user also mentioned seeing strange things in his world, like 2x2 tunnels and sand pyramids he didn't build. And those of you who haven't guessed, this is the story of Herobrine's first ever encounter. And in the post, we also get this, the famous Herobrine screenshot. And this screenshot can give us many answers. If the screenshot is real, we can confirm that our user is not lying. So let's study this screenshot first. So from the photo we can see that the fog and terrain generation is extremely real for Alpha Minecraft version, making the possibility of it being edited very less. Also, we need to note that the unknown user who posted this had no real gain by posting a fake screenshot. The minute details of the SS completely match the alpha version because the figure had exactly the same alpha error limitations, like the blocky shape of the figure. And those of you argue that you can do it too with Photoshop, keep in mind, the editing tools back then were not advanced at all. But still, there is a fair chance of it being edited. I leave this screenshot's judgment up to you, but considering this is real, let's continue the story. The original post had ended with the encounter, but it gets edited after some time, revealing a whole new story no one talks about. The user starts saying that he tried to make a post asking if someone has seen this weird creature too, but the post was deleted in just 5 minutes. He tried doing it again and the same thing happened. And he also received a DM from an account named Herobrine telling him to stop. He searched the forums for the user Herobrine, but he didn't find anything. The user continues saying that he receives a message from an unknown person who states that he has also witnessed some anomalies and knew some other people too with the same experiences. After some digging, a new theory is proposed, which states that Herobrine is Notch's dead brother. If someone of you doesn't know who Notch is, he is the creator of Minecraft. The post continues and says that the writer had personally emailed Notch, asking him about his brother, and guess what? Notch replied with a simple sentence, "I did, but he's no longer with us." The writer of this post said that he had no proof except of one screenshot he was able to take. Okay, so let's get this straight. This story seems a bit off, because the idea of post getting deleted and receiving such a message looks very fake. And moreover, if the post was deleted so quickly, how can the person who sent that message read it? But again, we cannot prove anything, and without solid proof, we cannot guarantee anything. The next part is also kind of same. According to Web, Notch does not have a brother, but it can be false, as there is a high possibility Notch wanted to hide this thing. This screenshot was followed by some more encounters, but none of them really seems real. One of these encounters was the encounter of the streamer Copeland. He posts the image in his chat with Herobrine in it, and also during his live stream, we get this. However though, it was later known that these both things were fake. The photo was simply edited and the video used a painting in the dark of Herobrine's texture. But this was enough to start the era of Herobrine's fear. Till this time, Notch and Mojang got to know about Herobrine. Now there is no real explanation behind this, but in Minecraft Alpha version 1.6.6 update, a line gets added to game changes. Removed Herobrine. This was very interesting. But we cannot say that this is enough to prove Herobrine's existence, because we know Mojang likes to play pranks and Easter eggs to the game. So it can be possibility it was just a prank to add that line. Till today, every Minecraft changelog has this line, which made Herobrine's popularity extremely high. And the story ends here. Everything else you see or hear is false. And this is the entire story of Herobrine's origin. But one question still remains in the community. Is Herobrine real? And the short answer according to me is no. There are a few reasons here. First one being, we actually have no encounter of Herobrine's existence where it can't be said that it was fake. Except for the famous screenshot, which is not enough to have such a big claim. Also, the idea of removed Herobrine and Herobrine's figure in Minecraft poster can be just kind of prank to keep the community engaged by Mojang. Furthermore, it was clearly posted later by Notch that there was nothing as Herobrine in Minecraft. But who knows, we all are wrong. Maybe there is something even more deeper than this, which we can't understand here. But one thing is sure, everyone who played at that time know that feeling of Herobrine's fear, and what it felt to play with that fear, and a little bit of hope that Herobrine will come to your world so you can actually see it. If you remember that feeling, please consider liking the video and subscribing to support a new creator like me. Bye bye.